What's going on, guys? Welcome on back to Matt DIY. So today we've got a new project actually to kick off with you guys and give you the overview of what I bought, why, and what we're going to be working on next. So yeah, without further ado, I'll just flip you around and show you what it is, and yeah, this one's going to be fun. Alrighty, folks. So here in front of us we have a 2011 Volvo, big surprise, Volvo XC60. So this is a 2011 XC60. I guess you'd call it a mid-size SUV or crossover, right? I apologize if there's a little bit of wind today, but there shouldn't be much. So yeah, here she is. It's a Terra Bronze Metallic in color. So kind of like a brown bronze. Pretty cool. Actually really shiny. At least it's showing up that way in video. There's the back end. You can see the lights and everything. And really, guys, she's in pretty good shape. Now, I don't know what happened to this car. This car is kind of mysterious. Not really sure exactly what transpired here, but I do know that the fender was no good and the door is no good. It's real wavy and bumpy, and there's some impact there, so we're going to actually do away with that door. But when you look at it, everything else is pretty well straight. This bracket here comes with the new fender, so I ain't worried about that. That's coming off. But yes, everything else is relatively straight, so it wasn't a hard impact. It's just, you know, at the end of the day, I guess when the insurance company decided, you know, here's what it needs. I guess it being a 2011 with 100,000 miles, it was too much money to put back into it. So luckily for me, I like these cars and know how to work on them. And to me, at 100,000 miles, this thing has well over 100,000 left in it. And this is actually a car I'm definitely keeping. This is for the wife. She's wanted one of these. We finally found a nice one, got a screaming deal on it. And so we're going to rebuild it for her. So that's also exciting because we're keeping this one around. But yeah, so the impact occurred somewhere in this neighborhood. Who knows if it was a deer or a pole or someone stupid, no idea. But anyways, hit right here. So I already took the fender off. The door I haven't taken off yet. I'll do that later. But the hood remained unscathed, which is awesome because the OEM hood, you can't get better than that. And then we have the OEM bumper just sitting in the garage over here, but it's totally fine too. So that was a big plus because we didn't have to worry about that. We were able to save the bumper, hood, and all that. But let me finish. I know I've shown you this side. Let me finish giving you a tour around the whole vehicle. So we'll go around this way. And this side is relatively unscathed. Pretty much, you know, how it was. I mean, there's no dents or anything over here. No impact. The car's in good shape. It even has the Volvo roof racks, which are pretty neat. You want to do kayaks or anything like that, or a little bit of car topper or something like that. This is actually pretty neat. I just noticed this. This is actually an electronic power steering pump right here. It's pretty neat. It looks like the fluid is oh no, it's not low. It's just, that's just how it is. So but that's interesting. So on my car, the XC90, same engine, same transmission as this one. It's the straight 6-cylinder with the TFS80C, I believe is what it is, Eisenhower transmission. But mine has a mechanical power steering pump on the engine. This one's actually electronic, and these are pretty bulletproof from what I know. So really don't have to worry about that guy. But it's pretty cool, easy access right there. I didn't know that. Anyhow, let's walk around. It did snow yesterday. Didn't all melt yet though. Here's it from the back. So she's in good shape, guys. It's got 106,000 miles, and when we saw it, we're like, all right, we can't not pick this up, right? This one has to be saved. And I'm not gonna lie, mechanically, it probably needs more than it does cosmetically. Now I get it, replacing these parts is gonna be labor intensive, and we've got to paint. Luckily, my brother is good with painting, so we're gonna paint these parts. I'll probably film a little bit of that as we do it, because I think we're gonna do that first. But long-winded way of saying, mechanically this car needs more than it does on the body side. So suspension, tires, brakes, all that stuff was pretty well taken advantage of or not looked into on this car. So it needs all that stuff, which is fine. I mean, I'm good at that and I enjoy that, so no problem there. And I've done it before. And actually on these, this is the P3 body style for Volvo. And the way they designed the suspension, or I guess I should say Ford, designed some of the suspension and things, it's actually pretty easy to work on here, so I'm not too worried about suspension on that. Much easier than the P2. Not that hard, but still a little bit harder than the P3 here because of the ball joints and things like that are a little bit easier. So anyways, not worried about the mechanical side, but we'll take care of that. The other thing this needs is a intensive detail. So I'll take you indoors here. And you can see this door panel is missing. I have it, they just took it off. So I think the insurance company started to work on this and they were gonna replace the door. And they took it off, and then not sure what happened beyond there, but it's already off. So I don't have to take it off. Got to swap some electronics between this one and the other one just to make sure everything syncs up okay. But other than that, you know, this door is going. But here's the inside, and it's dirty. I mean, if you look at the steering wheel, dash, there's a bunch of dust. Seats are worn, but there's no tears, which is nice, and it's like a chocolate cream. These will clean up with some leather conditioner, really nice. There's the dash. There's that side, and you can see just scuffs and marks. Like somebody, whoever drove it, didn't love it. They just drove it, and that was about it. Dirty cup holders, as you always see. Didn't leave us anything in there. They did leave us the original manuals, which I always love. So the manuals are in there. Nothing else though, just the manuals. Yeah, not much interesting beyond that. I believe this did come from Pennsylvania somewhere. I can't remember right now where it was primarily driven, but yeah, pretty cool car. Doesn't have keyless, but it does have a cool fob. This was back when fobs were just starting out. So you take this little guy and put her in here, and we'll fire it up for you guys. There we go. Runs great, and this has the 6-cylinder straight 6. It's like I was saying, pretty much bulletproof. I mean, this engine is engine's going to be fine for a lot of miles. My car sitting here next to it has the same engine, and I'm pushing 170, so no issues there. Has lots of life left with proper maintenance. As you can see there, 106,711, not too bad. It's got a cool little screen here. It's got you know, Bluetooth, stuff like that. I believe it might have satellite radio, you know, all that kind of stuff. Heated seats, dual zone climate controls, you know, pretty neat. Looks like the buttons are wearing off a little bit here, but hey, what do you expect for, what is this, 12-year-old car? Something like that. 13. Yeah. So, you know, stuff you'd expect, but not too bad, and it runs great. So that's the front. Moving on to the back. I don't have the seats up. There's no rips or tears. Just, again, just dirty, right? I mean, this is all things detailing can take care of, and it's not a big issue. Haven't really looked to see if they left us anything in the seats pockets or anything, but I don't think they did. Back here actually looks pretty clean, so I'm guessing whoever drove it pretty much sat in the front. Big sunroof that currently is not working. Another thing to troubleshoot, but we'll get there eventually. Broken headlights. I just ordered new ones because these ones are pretty well weathered, so we got new headlights on the way. There's a new fender there that I just got as well, so that's ready to go. Just got to sand it and paint it. But yeah, things looking pretty good in the back seat. Windows, no issue. I like the trunk, it's at a good height. There's the back, and you can kind of see, like, there's the back seat, and then all this room to put things, so that's pretty cool. We got all kind of hardware and, you know, odds and ends that they left us, which is neat. These are the headlight clips or holders, whatever you want to call them. Here's the speaker that goes in the front door. So it's got everything. It's got all the trim work. Whoever started to work on this, everything's here. Here's the new fender. I don't want to mess it up, but that's why I put it back here to keep it safe. Nice and straight, no issues with that fender, so we should be good there. Somebody's rag, you know, and this is the wheel well. So that's all here as well, to put that back in. And not really sure what that is. We'll figure all that out later. So there's the back. Haven't looked underneath the floor back here yet. And I don't know what's over here. Maybe a little fuse box, it looks like. Not too shabby. So it's funny, guys, these cars, this one here 2011 and that one there 2010, are completely different on the inside. And this is really cool too. I always like the LED strips on these. Isn't that neat? Sorry, it's windy, I know. Let me sit back in the car. But yeah, completely different, because for whatever reason Volvo kept the XC90 with the old interior, and then these got the P3 platform, the new interior, which is pretty cool. Just a more updated vibe. So yeah, so the temperature's working. Yeah, 106 is nothing. I did drive it and it drives just fine. Shifts just fine. We got no issues there. So yeah, like I said, we got a fender and a door. We'll get those on and painted. Then we have the mechanical work and pretty much just detailing it, cleaning it up, getting the title work and all that paperwork done. Let's see if the sunroof wants to open today. No, still nothing. Not sure what's going on there because it did work. So most likely a blown fuse or, you know, something like that. Oh, sorry, you guys are looking not where I'm looking. Those appear to work. Do we have this? Yeah. And passenger window works. I already tried that. Driver's window is not going to work right now because I don't have the buttons hooked up. So that's what's going on there. But we'll get that taken care of. Get everything solidified when that's all done. Also has electronic emergency brake. So you just click it, emergency brake on, and then you pull it, press brake, and then pull it, and it releases the emergency brake. That's a pretty cool feature. You don't have lines going between here and all the way back there. I actually looked at it, and it's like electric motor on the rear calipers. It just closes for the emergency brake. Pretty cool if you ask me. I think that's a pretty neat feature. And you don't have to worry about rust, things like that. But engine's quiet. Revs up just fine. No issues, no tailpipe concerns, anything like that. Radiator and everything is totally fine. There was no impact there. I will show you under the hood. I guess we didn't do that yet. There's a little popper right. Where are you? Right there. So here we are under the hood. There's the 3.2. She needs cleaned up. It's a little dirty under here, but one of my favorite motors. I know it's primarily Ford, but you know, I'm sure Volvo had some input on design and things like that. So pretty cool engine. Pretty much bulletproof, timing chain, no concerns. Yeah, everything's looking good under here. I did see in the Carfax that it had a belt and water pump replaced, so I think the accessory belt water pump, those are going to be fine for a while, so I don't think I'm going to mess with those right off the bat. Haven't tested out the AC, but I'm sure we're okay there. Here's the airbox. Coolant, I haven't opened it up, but like I said, it didn't get hit in the front here. Radiator and the condenser, that's the word I'm looking for, are okay. No issues there. Looks like that's all good. Electric fans, yeah, everything up here, guys, looks just fine from what I can tell. So we don't have any concerns. I'll go ahead and shut that. Yeah, Hasn't been inspected since 12/23. It has to be expected. I think the accident occurred like last July, so it's been a while since this thing has seen the road, but won't be long before it does again, right? Even the foam impact bar is here. I've never even bought a car wreck that had the foam impact bar, and that one's unscathed. So yeah, I don't know the story behind this car, but it's got to be an interesting one because such light damage and just completely totaled. I don't know. Pretty crazy. Looks like there's some cool stuff going on in the windshield up there. Those kind of look like cameras or something. City safety. Yeah, I have no idea what any of that does, but it looks cool. And now that I'm seeing this, there's actually a sticker in the windshield. So it had the oil changed, but they didn't write on it when it needs changed, so that's helpful. Carlisle, PA. Okay. Anyways, guys, this is it. This is the 2011 XC60. We're gonna get after it. First video, you'll probably see some painting and some sanding or stuff like that on the door and also the fender. And yeah, we'll get after putting this one back together and back on the road. Alrighty, folks, thanks for watching the kickoff of the 2011 XC60. I'm excited to work on it. Haven't worked on a Volvo in a little while, so I'm pretty excited about it. So stay tuned for more. I know this is just the first video, but we're gonna be painting soon, and we're gonna be doing some mechanical things. I don't know how much, you know, I'll film here and there as the process goes on and keep you guys updated. But yeah, this is the next project. So comment down below, let me know what you think of the car. Like the video if you enjoyed it, dislike it if you didn't, and also subscribe to the channel if you're new here, where we rebuild cars, show you how to do things, change your own oil, all kinds of things on your vehicles to save you time and money, and make sure it's done right, guys. So be sure to tune in and subscribe to the channel if you're brand new. Without further ado, guys, always remember to get out there and do it yourself.